Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Bernardo Silva, as it has been reported that Manchester City have rejected PSG's cash plus player offer for the 80 million euro Barcelona target. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Franck Kessie, as the Barca midfielder is preferring Premier League move, but is he open to an Italy switch? We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Bernardo Silva is once again back on the agenda at Barcelona for a third summer window in a row. The Manchester City mainstay have proven to be an elusive target for the La Liga champions, and they intend to go for him once again this year despite the iffy financial situation at the club. Barca are aware that they are not in the best of positions to sign Silva and that they have to compete with the riches of PSG, who are also intent on signing the 28-year-old Portuguese. In fact, as per the latest report from Santi Awana of Foot Mercato, PSG have been, testing the waters at Manchester City after opening offers for Silva. Indeed, the Ligue 1 champions have tabled an offer for the former AS Monaco man, which would see them pay some fee and send a player to the Etihad Stadium as part of the deal. As per the report, the offers that PSG have offered Manchester City are Marco Verratti, Gianluigi Donnarumma, and more recently, Presnel Kimpembe. However, their approaches have been knocked by the Premier League giants and European champions so far, as they want only cash for Bernardo Silva, and the offer from Le Parisiens is seen as too low. It has been suggested that Manchester City are seeking a transfer fee for around 80 million euros for their prized assets this summer. Such a fee would be very difficult for Barca to afford this summer, but the players' reported eagerness to join the Catalans could be an asset. However, even then, Xavi Hernandez and co are not in a position to make a formal offer right now. As such, Silva's agent, George Mendes, is understood to be pushing to place his client at PSG. It remains to be seen how things develop in the transfer story, but the Manchester City midfield maestro ending up at Barcelona looks like an extremely unlikely scenario. Of course, extremely unlikely indeed. Bernardo Silva is still being talked about as, a linked player to Barca. Even when the club is going through a lot financially, it is still a surprise that Barca still show interest when they know there is no money. And funding a move for Bernardo Silva will be so difficult. Of course, I've been hearing that PSG have also been a strong suitor for the player, but the offers that PSG have been making recently have all been rejected by Manchester City, as they want only a cash. They don't want any player exchanges in that operation. But we all know for a fact that Bernardo Silva likes Barcelona. It is clear that his preferred option is to join Barca, of course, but that should come as an advantage for Barca. Had it been we had the money, had it been we were financially stable, then that could have been a very big advantage for us. That's already a big plus or a big positive for us that the player dreams of playing for Barca. But right now, the ball is in Barca's court, but they cannot take total charge. And Bernardo Silva, who is still hoping that Barca should make an effort to sign him, I'm very sorry to say this club cannot do anything other than now. Like, even to sign players less than 20 million has been a problem, has been a big problem. Then, what more of a player for 80 million euros like Silva? That kind of player, then you don't have any hopes that Barca will ever dream of signing him anytime soon. Of course, we know that the club are going through a lot of financial mess as it stands, And of course, signing quality players will be of utmost importance to strengthen the squad and take us back to the glory days of the past. But knowing fully well that we don't have that financial backing, Barca can just sign, the players that they think they can afford to sign, especially for free agents, which have been a common practice these days for Barca. From last summer to this summer, Barca have signed a handful of free agents and signing very few players who have value money wise, which tells you how the state of the club is going really down, and Laporta has a lot of work to adjust it. So for Bernardo Silva's case, for sure, it is not possible at the moment. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Franck Kessie's potential sale this summer is gaining weight lately, with Juve in particular showing intent to bringing him, to Italy. The Bianconeri are reportedly ready to sign Kessie on loan, with an option to buy next year for a fee of 15 million euros. Although the player is yet to make a decision on his future, everything suggests he may leave Barca this summer. To that end, Gerard Romero has come up with an update on the future of Kessie, suggesting that the midfielder is preferring a move to Premier League despite interest from Juventus. Kessie, who has found himself on the receiving end of Barca's squad overhaul this summer, is ready to take fresh challenge in the Premier League. After spending most entirety of his career in Italy, the Ivorian was indeed a huge hit at AC Milan, while he has had spells in Atalanta and Cesena. He has over 200 Serie A appearances in his name, with the player also racking up 41 goals and 16 assists. At Barca, however, Franck Kessie has not been able to realize his potential despite relatively strong showing since the turn of the year. He could only muster 7 league starts from last term, and with Ilkay Gundogan joining the club, it could be very, very difficult next season. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.